Okay, now let's move to alternative energy topic. Alright, so in this topic, we have a non-renewable energy, renewable energy, alternative energy, and a solar PV system. Okay, so this is actually just the introduction for a solar PV system. Alright, okay, now let's start with a non-renewable energy first. Okay, so a non-renewable energy refers to energy sources that are finite and cannot be naturally regenerated on a human timescale, and these sources are limited in supply and are typically formed over geological periods, making their availability unsustainable in the long term. Okay, non-renewable energy sources have a negative impact on our global environment. Okay, some examples of pressing environmental issues are climate change. Okay, so fossil fuels are a major concern for climate change. When burned for energy, they release greenhouse gases, for example, CO2, into the atmosphere, which leads to global warming and a range of environmental issues or problems. Next, it also have an impact on a biodiversity loss, for example, habitat destructions, oil spills, and also air and water pollutions that can have a negative effects on a ecosystem. As mentioned earlier, non-renewable energy sources also has a finite resource, meaning that there is a limited amount of them on Earth, so it has a problem with a resource depletion. And finally, for the pollution and contamination, when coal and oil are burned, they release particles that can pollute the air, water, and land. Now let's move on to the renewable energy. So what is a renewable energy? A renewable energy refers to energy derived from natural resources that are naturally replenished on a human timescale. These energy sources are virtually limitless in supply, means it is abundant, and have a minimal impact on environment compared to a non-renewable energy sources like fossil fuels. Okay, so here we have solar energy, hydropower, geothermal energy, biomass, wind energy, and also a tidal energy. So this is the example of a renewable energy. Okay, now what is an alternative energy? What is the difference between alternative energy with renewable energy or non-renewable energy? Okay, so alternative energy actually refers to energy sources that are derived from natural process and are considered environmentally friendly and sustainable. Unlike traditional fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas, which are finite and contribute to pollution and climate change, alternative energy sources are replenishable and have a lower impact on the environment. And these sources harness energy from natural phenomena and can be used to generate electricity, heat, or fuel. Okay, so actually renewable energy is an alternative energy, and alternative energy is a renewable energy plus a nuclear energy. So actually renewable energy is an alternative energy, and alternative energy is renewable energy plus the nuclear energy. But this nuclear energy actually received so many debates from the expert, because some says it is alternative energy and some says it is not. Okay, but most experts considers it as an alternative energy, since nuclear power doesn't produce greenhouse gas emissions like fossil fuels, and it is an alternative energy due to its low carbon emission.